Mm-hmm. Hello. Hello. I am here to play Corpse Factory. I need to go and send. Okay. It is time to reveal myself. Something happened today, and now I'm cat. I am no cat. I turned into a cat today. So I hope you have a fun time seeing me as a cat. Also, the ears are wrong, but that's okay. I decided to change my ears a little bit. Let's continue. My walk through the train station this morning is confident, cocky, self-assured. When I board the train, I even managed to take a seat for the first time in a while. I withdraw a worn book from my handbag and flip open the cover. There's a name scrawled in blue ballpoint pen on the first page, but it has become faded and illegible over time. I don't quite remember where I picked up this book. Hi! 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 What do you want? Food? No? Hima! Hima, you weirdo. Come here. Come here, Lima. Come here. Hi! Okay, we have a cat joining us as well. Oh, I see. Oh well. I don't quite remember where I picked up this book. Maybe I discovered it at a second-hand bookshop. Who knows? I own so many obscure tomes that I can't be expected to recall purchasing every single one. Its aged cover and withered spine both bear the same title. Voss Photography, a comprehensive history of photo manipulation. The book is written in English and is locked to work through with my limited knowledge of that language, but I like to skim through it primarily for the photographs contained within. The examples of early image doctoring from centuries ago fascinates me. The book even features techniques and studies as recent as 1993 when it was first published. It's true that a lot of techniques discussed with are no longer relevant in today's digital age. However, there's a hearty section dedicated to the art of manipulation, corpse photos, something that I am indeed very, very interested in. The most intriguing aspect of the section's content is what the featured artists perform, the opposite kind of work that I do. I look back and keep seeing the wrong version. No, Halima. It's strange, really. I'm a cat, and I have a cat with me. She decided she wanted attention from me, so she's now with me. I wish I have a cat cam, but I don't have a cat cam, or pet cam, whatever it's called. Oh well. It's fine. Someday you will see her in her full glory. Right, baby? She decided that she wanted me, so I look at this kitty cat, and she's so happy. Really, really happy. Yeah? You heard me downstairs? So you came down, yeah? You heard me and you came down, yeah? Yeah. Good girl. Good girl, Lima. Yeah, you wanted this. I also realized that I forgot to do something. Ima? Yes, pets. Pets, 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 and pets. Ooh. How am I going to escape this? Wait, just wait for me for a moment. I'm going to go and do something with my cat that is still legal. She wants food probably. That's why she wants to do me. I'm just gonna go. Wait. Okay, I'm just gonna replay it. But I will be back. I need to give my cat food. I'll be back. Wait. I'm going to add text. Wait, how do we do that? Text. Be right back. Feeding cat. Oh. I will be right back. Be right back. Feeding cat. Let me just slow it down. And I can just place it here. Make it bigger. Failing. There we go. I'm just making sure you can see it. Yeah, we can see it. That's good. Okay, I'll be right back. I am back. I am back for another. Let's go and pause this, and we can continue playing. The most intriguing aspect of the section's content is that the featured artists perform the opposite kind of work that I do. Instead of manipulating images of the living to make them appear dead, the authors in the book edit images of the dead in order to make them look alive once more. In bygone eras, when photographs of people were taken few and far between, the sect of artists dedicated themselves to honoring the memories of the deceased. They did this by making the photos taken upon death look beautiful and full of life. These photos were gifted to family members and loved ones. The traditional makes sense. Imagine if you lost someone dear to you, and you had no photographs of them. Wouldn't it be wonderful to receive one last memento, a beautiful image of the way you remember them? Instead of using makeup to beautify a corpse, these artists applied paintbrush and pen directly to a photograph to similarly bring the deceased back to life. I also have a drink here, so I won't be thirsty. The impressive aspect of the process is the way they illustrated the corpse's eyes to look full of life. Even though it's far cry from the work I do, I can't help but feel some sort of kinship with the artist discussed in this book. Surely we are cut from the same cloth. Browsing through the images in this book inspires me to work hard at my own photo editing. Many of the pictures are in black and white, but to me that only drives home how impressive these old techniques were. I finished flipping through the chapter and closed the book. I hold the tattered tome close to my chest and breathe a sigh of satisfaction. The next station in Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Choa line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Saikyo line. I quickly stuff the book into my handbag and get ready to disembark the train. When I am certain nobody is looking, I carefully open the lid of the large dumpster in front of me. The stench of rotten food and who knows what else assaults my sense, and I reflexively gag and splutter. The staff at the convenience store really need to seal their trash in plastic bags before tossing it in here. This is disgusting. I hope to stop doing this. The raised open lid locks into place at a 45-degree angle, allowing me now on my now free hand to retrieve a small black object from my handbag. It's a flip phone, a cheap plastic thing with a shiny charcoal finish. I open it up and tap the retro tactile keys, confirming that I've completely deleted all sent messages and photos. Nodding to myself, satisfied that I've covered my tracks, I eject the battery from the back of the case, toss it in the dumpster. I then snap the phone in half along the hinge, separating the key from the keypad. The screen crashes into pieces with gratifying ksh. Oh, I just realized. So sorry. I am sorry. You did not see that. Ah! 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 Ksh. Underneath my shoes, I retrieve the smashed parts from the asphalt, careful not to prick my fingers on the sharp glass. With a hurried glance, I unceremoniously launch the broken parts of the phone into the dumpster. I clap my hands together to dust them off, then shut the dumpster lid and hurry away. I sidle between the brick wall of the convenience store and a narrow metal railing, intended to keep people like me away from the dumpster. Now in front of the convenience store, I finally feel I can breathe deeply without fear of inhaling the toxic contents of the dumpster. I let my lungs take their fill before nonchalantly crossing the street. I am so cute as a cat, right? Though I kind of edited my ear, used some magic to change my ears a little bit, because my ears are actually folded. But this is a disguise still, and a disguise, and a disguise, and another disguise. I let my lungs take their fill before nonchalantly crossing the street. That takes care of the latest burner phone. Before leaving the office building, I crack the SIM card in half and dispose of it in the combustible trash. Now with the phone itself destroyed and discarded at a different location, my mind is at ease. It has been slightly less than 24 hours since I messaged my latest victim, that athletic guy that I may have briefly fantasized about during my restless slumber. What? What the? Oh well. My general rule of thumb is to keep a burner phone for exactly 24 hours after sending a photo. However, I made an exception today. I wanted to discard the phone early, clear my anxiety, and get a full night's rest tonight. Besides, it's not like anyone ever replies to the messages they send. I'd love it if they did, but it is what it is. So really, there's no point holding on to the evidence of my wrongdoing for longer than necessary. If memory serves, I wrote to Morris State on the latest victim's timestamp, May 30, 10:31 a.m. The victim may decide to kill himself today. Of course, he could end up just like Akane Tsuromaki. But if he's anything like her, he'll hold out until just a few hours before the designated time. He'll let panic and fear boil and build inside him until he just can't take it anymore. Or someone else will come along and end it all for him. I can't be sure. I still don't know what happened to Ruri Hatano. Did she kill herself, or did someone else snuff out her life? Either way, I'll start researching obituaries tomorrow. I'm confident that this will be another successful request. If it is, I'm truly beyond a winning streak. With butterflies in my stomach, I cross the road. On my route home, I usually like to trek through the small park close to my apartment. Provided the weather is decent. I avoid the park in the mornings, as a lot of people walk their dogs, and I can't risk my allergies flaring up before I reach the office. In the evening, the park is much emptier. I suppose I finish work a bit earlier than most people, so while everyone else is busy, I can enjoy the fresh air and scenery. I make my way along the neat broad dirt path that connects one side of the park to the other. Wooden benches line the path at regular intervals, and at this time of the evening, it's common to see a homeless person or two using the bench as a resting place. The city has more homeless people than the general population would care to admit. I try to not think much of it as I walk by every day. I already know that many people have it worse off than I do, but there's not exactly anything I can do to help, right? Should I be giving these people money that I can't afford to spare? Wouldn't I just end up homeless as well? I'm not exactly broke, but I live month to month on my salary. It's expensive to live on the outskirts of Akihabara. Akihabara! I want to go there. And commuting to Shinjuku every day isn't exactly cheap either. Then you add in electricity bills, phone, food. I mean, I don't eat unless I have to, but I'd starve if I didn't buy a meal every other day. And don't even get me started on the cost of the coffee I drink. If I'm lucky, I can score a can for 100 yen, but more often than not, I'm paying up to 150 for a single can. Even if I were to buy a canned coffee in bulk from one of those huge variety stores like Don Coyote, I'd still only save a handful of loose change. And I wouldn't have access to the familiar selection I get at the convenience store. Ah, I'm just thankful that I don't go out for drinks after work like most of my colleagues. If I had to buy a few rounds of beer every week, my bank account would definitely dry up. By avoiding that kind of group outing, not only do I save money, but I am also not forced to spend more time around people. It's a win-win situation. Realizing I'm trudging along the path at a snail's pace. The flies! Ow! I didn't catch them. Realizing I'm trudging along the path at a snail's pace, I tell myself to speed up my gait. Towards the exit of the park, the silhouettes of two people on a bench come into view. The sound of laughter carries in the wind, and I can't help but feel like I've heard those voices before. As I draw closer, a sinking sensation crouches at my stomach. I immediately got the urge to turn around, but I'm so close to home. Aha, it's Noriko. Aha, it's Noriko. Fancy seeing her here. I have no idea why I get that hurt. Fancy seeing her here. Noriko's here. Tomoe and Shinya. Tomoe glares and flips her long hair behind her ear with a crap-eating grin on her face. Shinya looks kind of out of place outside of the office. His face is filtered by an especially uncomfortable expression. I start to wonder why these two are here, but then I recall that Tomoe did mention they were going on a date on Friday night. I suppose it's just my bad luck that I would run into them on the way home. Though, what are they doing here in Akihabara? I have to assume that Tomoe came here on purpose just to spite me. On your way home? Uh-huh. How's your, date? We're having a blast, right, Jin? Ah, yes, of course. A great time. I wonder if Tomoe has been dragging Shinya along against his will. Okay, well, I'll leave you to it. Hey, we're going to grab some chicken. Why don't you come with us? No thanks. Can't think of any worse way to spend an evening than eating with Tomoe. Please come with us, Noriko. Shinya has a dejected look on his face. It's pitiful, but he brought this date on himself. Why should I have to bail him out? Sorry, I've got things to do tonight. Are you sure you're not just avoiding eating? Afraid to gain a bit of fat? I honestly don't know what to say to that. Say, Shinya, ever seen Noriko eat anything? Well, now that you mention it, she never eats at the office. I ate at home, if that's okay with you. It's not completely a lie. Sometimes I eat at home. Sometimes I don't eat at all. Come on, get some chicken with us. You can throw it back up or whatever afterwards if it makes you feel better. She's starting to get on my nerves. I swear she tries to identify my flaws and insecurities just so she can rub them in my face. Mean. Mean. Yeah. She's starting to get on my nerves. I swear she's trying to. You're not being very nice to Noriko. Aren't you two supposed to be friends? We're besties. Besties talk crap to each other, right, Noriko? Right. Uh, fascinating. Anyway, I'm going now. See you on Monday. Okay, see you then. Buzzkill! She's such a drag. I let Tomoe's words hang in the air as I walked past her. I'm pretty annoyed that she dragged Shinya all the way here just to taunt me. Is this her idea of a good date? Does she care about Shinya at all? Or is this whole thing just to annoy me? Thomas dating Shinya doesn't even get under my skin. I don't even have feelings for him at all. What does get on my nerves is simply the fact that Tomoe is trying so hard to get on my nerves. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if I could carry on my way home without one final interruption. Tomoe calls out to me again. Your friend Oi is going to start work with us on Monday, yeah? How fun! I can't wait to meet a friend of Noriko's. I grimace. I suppose Shinya told her about that. I turn back to face them both. Don't even think about messing with Oi. That girl has dealt with enough crap at her last job. Oh, has she? And maybe big, strong Noriko can protect her now. I'd do anything for her. She's my best friend. If you had any friends of your own, you'd understand what that feels like. Oh, I get plenty of friends, and only some of them are like, yeah, ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm going. Look at her expression. She's mad. She's mad. Oh, I'm so tiny now. Look. Wait. I need to do something quickly. Oh. Look. Wait, I'm too tiny. Wait, I'm too tiny. Wait. I became tiny. That's amazing. I became so tiny. Yeah, I'm going. I finally managed to disengage from the conversation, even with Tomoe's smoking laugh fierce in the air. I exit the park, cross the road, and walk down the block leading to my apartment. Tomoe, Tomoe, wonder if that girl exists solely to irritate me. I'm to tell myself she's not worth my time. I can't let her taunts get to me. Grin and bear it, as they say it. That was stoic. Drinking some cans. Grin and bear it, as they say. That's what stoic and flinching Noriko would do. Running a hand through my hair, I smile and approach my apartment building. May 30th, Saturday afternoon. I spent all morning trying unsuccessfully to calm my nerves. I'm anxious about finding out whether my latest victim has perished. It's afternoon now. It's the time written on this photo has passed. If my work was successful, I should have seen soon enough. I've already set up an obituary news alert on my phone to keep me informed. So, instead of sitting at home all day and waiting for my phone to go off, I decided to visit an old favorite hangout. Public libraries don't get the credit they deserve in this age. They're quiet, calm, and soothing. I can sit here for hours for free and just get lost in different worlds. Plus, they always carry works by my favorite authors. Sometimes the librarians are even kind enough to recommend titles that might fit my tastes. I don't feel judged here. Nobody looks at me and mocks my clothing or my makeup. Nobody looks at me and asks if I had enough to eat lately. Nobody makes fun of me. That lonely girl in the corner reading Lovecraft and calmly stroking her hair. Every so often, I put my book aside and check my phone out of habit. Still no alerts. However, have I miscalculated something? Did my latest photo not look convincing or damning or enough to inspire suicide or murder? I found myself growing increasingly anxious and impatient. You're a Lovecraft nerd. Oh, Kajiro. Cause, how do I say that? Kajiro. Cthulhu. You're a Lovecraft nerd. I blink twice and look up at the strange man standing over me. Huh? Didn't mean to interrupt. Notice you're reading Lovecraft, huh? In Japanese too. Didn't know this book had been translated. Yeah, my English isn't great, so I read the translated versions. That's mad. Do they translate historic names? Can't imagine Cthulhu being easy to write in kanji. Well, it's written in katakana, so... Of course, Kojiro. The man extends a hand, and I can't tell if he wants me to shake it on or pass him my book. What? I'm Kojiro, you? Noriko Kurosawa. Nice, just Kojiro for me. No last name, call me Koji. You don't have a last name? Used to, lost it. Far, you know, I'm just Kojiro now. This guy's weird. His clothes smell like they've been stashed in the back of a closet for a decade or two. His face is unshaven and his eyes are scarily clear. Fly, don't you dare. Don't you dare fly! I need to get rid of these flies. They're so bad down here. His face is unshaven, and his eyes are scarily black, clear, and focused despite being masked by a pair of thick glasses. Didn't mean to keep you, so again, I'm looking for Noble Sinclair. Are he around here? I mean, I don't know. Who? Writer guy did the book about Bree, Friend in the Dead. Librarian told me to check these shelves. Sorry, I don't really know. Don't worry, I'll find him. You look like the type who'd enjoy his books. Not to judge you by your cover. Need a strong stomach, though. Messed up crap. As much as I hate to admit it, this creature has captured my interest. How messed up are we talking? Well, his first book describes dressing up corpses, taking them to dinner. Goal is to not get caught out. Mad, right? Like something out of an American movie, Weekend with Bernard, something like that. Second book goes nuts. Main character fills a school classroom with bodies, all dressed up as students. Runs lectures and records them, puts them online. Best part, no one can figure out if these books are fiction. Internet says Noble Sinclair actually did these things. Says he's not doing time now. Writing these books as a convention. Interesting. Right, it's strange. Makes for a good bedtime reading. Huh? You on noise? Well, of course you are. Are you? Yeah, you? Yeah, at Koji. Add me if you like. You can talk shop. I'm going to find Noble. Wish me luck. And without so much as a glance back at me, the man walks away. I try to return to my reading, but the whole conversation just replays back in my head. What a bizarre encounter. Maybe I'll just head home for today. My being here has helped me calm down, but I'm still eagerly anticipating the fate of my victim. Besides, I have to admit that I'm growing a little bit hungry. Maybe onigiri, a rice ball from the convenience store, will tide me over until tomorrow. I gather my things and stand up, letting out a little whoo as I stretch my muscles. There we go, I'm back. Hey, fly. Fly, no. Please don't do. I'll just chase you away. As I hurry toward the sliding doors to the library, a little alert sounds from my phone. Ah! This is it! My phone is in my hands in less than a second. The screen unlocked, the obituary page loading before my eyes. Article posted online today, 2:39 p.m. Keywords found: Mr. Accident, numerical Article posted online today, 2:39 p.m. Keyword found 3. Mr. Accident, numerical data range 20 to 30. Image data found yes. Saturday, May 30. Mr. Eiichi Hanada, 22 of Tokyo Prefecture, was pronounced dead this afternoon at a traffic intersection. 12:2 p.m. Coroner's office reports that Mr. Hanada was involved in a traffic accident. No other casualties have been reported. Mr. Hanada is survived by his fiancée, who wishes to remain anonymous. A funeral service has not yet been arranged. You, Mr. Tatmich? I quickly looked at the image attached and can't believe my eyes. The photo is the exact same one that was sent to me through Corpse Girl's website. There can be absolutely no doubt that was my latest victim. I've done it again! My breathing starts to quicken. My cheeks begin to grow hot. I know from experience that if I don't get somewhere private and quickly, I may very well make a fool of myself in public. I quickly glanced around the library for a sign pointing to a restroom. As soon as my eyes settled on it, I dashed toward it, swerving between bookshelves and through narrow aisles. There's one door for unisex bathroom, an unremarkable beige portal. The muscles of my thighs are tightening, and I squirm as I reach for the door. My hand grabs the cool metal handle and presses down, only to be met with an unmovable resistance. It's locked. There's a sign on the floor. I noticed that I completely ignored in Mohei's clothes for cleaning. Crap! I cursed by my best efforts to keep a low profile. My head turns frantically, looking for anywhere that I can sit down and remain out of sight while my body reacts erratically to my latest success. Oh, you Boston? This guy again. I just need to use the washroom. I hope you can tell the expression on my face is not one of desperation to use the facilities. On it. To my surprise, Kojiro strides up to the restroom door and because the time is placed again. Hey, cleaning is over. Get out of here. I hear a panic yell from within. Kojiro's commanding voice was more than a little intimidating. Within seconds, a terrified old woman emerges. She wheels her clean trolley around us, bows quickly, and disappears from sight. Oh, you're as bad to hold it. Thanks. I just past Kojiro, unable to believe that what is happening here. I slam the door behind me and slip into a cubicle. As soon as I sit up top of the toilet's closed lid, my legs begin to shake uncontrollably, and I have to lean backwards to steady myself. Rashi Hanada is dead, killed in a traffic accident. That could mean anything, but I'm willing to bet that I caused his death. After seeing the photo of his dismembered corpse, he might have purposely crashed his car. Or perhaps someone else rammed his vehicle, intent on murdering him on behalf of Corpse Girl. I still don't know how my power works. I don't know why these victims end up dead. But the cause of death ultimately doesn't matter. What matters is that Corpse Girl is victorious once more. I find myself panting, squirming, struggling to restrain myself. The vision bugs my knuckles to clench, and with barely fanfare, I begin to cool down. All of a sudden, just like that, the overwhelming urge to explode simply flutters away. Huh? My breathing regulates, my legs solidify and rest firmly on the ground. This experience wasn't nearly as staggering as last time. Maybe because I was so confident that this victim would die. My body already prepared itself for it. I've already become desensitized to my ability to wield death itself. I won't pretend that I'm not disappointed, but that exhilarating feeling I experienced last time, complete and utter loss of control, it was addicting. I craved experiencing it again. Still, I need to remind myself of the most important thing. I fulfilled the requested sheet to Corpse Girl. That's 2 new victories in a row. 2 victories in a single week. As long as requests keep coming in, I can keep achieving my goals. I can do this. Full of confidence and feeling steady once more, I exit the cubicle and leave the bathroom. That strange man Kojiro is waiting for me at the end of an aisle. You good? Yeah, hey, thanks for, I really needed the bathroom. Course, been there, gotta go when you gotta go. Look what I found. Kojiro holds up a book with a plain black cover. Noble Sinclair's latest, Dazed by the Dead. It's a ripper. Oh, what's that one about? Fell in love with the dead. Read it already last year. Time for another go. Oh, here. Kojiro hands another book to me, the one with the brown cover. An illustration on the front depicts a field of flowers. What's this? Sinclair's first ever published work, Strange Flower, titled Nonsense. This is one of where he puts corpses in suits, treats them to meals at fancy restaurants. London under my name. You take it, return it before the due date. Can't risk getting fined. Oh, well, thank you. I'll be sure to read it. Sure, send me your thoughts on noise. Right, be seeing you. A brief wave of his hand, and he disappears behind the closest shelves. I can't really get over how peculiar he is, but he certainly is making an effort to be friendly. I turn the heavy book over in my hands and look inside the front cover for a publication date. 2009. It's actually not that old. Definitely not as old as the fiction I normally consume. I shrug and hoist a bulky tome underneath my arm, then make for the library exit. I feel uncommonly hungry on my way home, so much so that I decide to stop by a restaurant and get some dinner. I wonder if killing stirs my appetite. I often pass the establishment when I exit the train station in Akihabara. It's an old venue that serves traditional Japanese food as well as popular Western dishes. To say that I've always been curious about where eating here would be accurate. I have been working hard lately, achieving my goals. I can afford to treat myself to a cooked meal, right? Why do I find it so hard to justify that? I'm even going to eat at a booth tonight, another rarity for me. A waitress guides me to an empty booth and I slide in before looking at the menu. This house specialty according to the menu in my hands is grilled eel. Not exactly my favorite, in fact. Seafood of any variety doesn't sit well in my stomach. I decide to pass on the specials and order something I know I can digest. Omurice sounds good. I used to eat it a lot as a kid. Omelette, rice, and ketchup. That's not to like. Plus, it's only 700 yen before tax. The waitress returns to take my order, and I confidently point out what I like. She offers me a smile and hurries off to the next table. Perhaps my recent victory streak has given me my courage a boost, because I hardly feel awkward or anxious sitting here, surrounded by people eating and drinking on all sides. And so while calm and at ease, I missed the hustle and bustle of the restaurant. I almost feel like it might be nice to have company, a friend perhaps, or even Shinya might be nice to talk to and pass the time with. Oh well, in a way I do have some company. I retrieve a book from my handbag, the very same book Kojiro lent to me, and I open it up to the first chapter. Strange Flower, an odd, apparently meaningless title. Still, it comes highly recommended by an eccentric stranger, so it must be good. My meal arrives when I'm a few pages into the book. I thank the waitress and look at the omurice before me. It smells good. It's presented beautifully. I can probably eat it in at least a quarter of this portion without feeling ill. I pick up a spoon and slice through the middle of the omurice, causing a puff of steam to blow up. Throwing caution to the wind, I scoop up a good amount and bring it to my mouth. It's delicious. There's no other way to describe it. The convenience store's meals I normally eat can't even compare to something like this. The egg is soft, the rice is fluffy, and there's just enough ketchup along the top. I take a second mouthful, then a third. I can't help but jiggle a little at the thought of myself sitting here, eating like a normal person. I'm getting hungry from this. I want to try it. Story, how dare you? How dare you? I take a second mouthful, then a third. I can't help but giggle. Oh, I was worried about that. All the people around me probably think I'm a normal person too. There's a girl sitting at a restaurant eating her dinner. Another quiet giggle skips my lips, and a quiet gently dab my mouth with a napkin. I set my spoon to the side and turned to the book in front of me. The author of this work certainly is interesting. Double Sinclair, according to the bio inside the front cover, he moved to Japan from overseas at a young age. The book was written originally in Japanese. It's not a translation, but even so, the writing style is quite unusual. I can't quite put my finger on what's strange about it. Maybe it's the lack of complex kanji used throughout. Everything is written rather simply in hiragana, almost like the intended audience is elementary school kids. But that can't be right. The themes contained within are truly disturbing. Maybe the author just don't have the greatest comprehension of writing in Japanese. It's true that a lot of adults have trouble with complex kanji. Professional authors, though, not so much. Anyway, it's not like it matters too much. The book is interesting enough to keep me turning pages. I must be completely absorbed in reading because before I knew it, The waitress politely let me know that the restaurant is closing soon. I nod and look at the plate of crumbles in front of me. The meal has gone cold, and I only ate 3 bites. Still, I'm feeling full now, and I really enjoyed what I did eat. But I've been feeling any added weight on my hips as I get to my feet. That's definitely a positive thing. I stretch my arms and legs, put my book in my bag, and offer the waitress some money along with the bill. Huh? Oh, it's loading. It's loading. A blast of frigid night air nearly sweeps me off my feet when I step out of the restaurant. If I'd known the weather was going to take a turn for the worse, I would have brought my scarf and jacket. It's the end of spring, so unpredictable cold weather is pretty rare. I guess I can't be blamed for not bundling up. Anyway, it's not raining, and I'm close to home, so it shouldn't be a problem. I head down the street and watch a few shops owners closing their stores for the night. They don't pay me any mind as I wander by. My phone bursts to life and rings out in the quiet night air. I grab it and press it close to my ear for warmth. Hello, Oi? Noriko, hello, is this a bad time? No, I'm just walking home. You're out at this time of night? That's not like you. I stopped somewhere to eat. What's up? You stopped to eat? Um, say, about the new job. What is it? I spoke to the manager at the maid cafe, but he said I can't quit. He said what? That? Well, it's not up to him. You have every right to quit. Did you tell him you've wanted a new job? Yes, I told him, but he said he spent too much time and money training me. That if I quit now, he'll treat it as stealing from the company, and he'll call the police. What a load of crap. Hang on, are you at the cafe now? Yes, I just finished my shift. We're closing up. I'll be right there. If I'm only a minute away. Anyway, I'm going to give your manager a piece of my mind. No, Noriko, you can't. Just watch me. I'll be right there. I end the call despite Oi's objections. I can't believe how furious I am. Oi finally has an escape route from that god-awful job, and now the manager wants to let her quit? That has to be illegal. I've never met her manager, but I can imagine his type. A self-important, wretched, greedy pig that thinks he's the king of the world because he runs the shady maid cafe in the back streets. Well, I won't stand for it. Hmm? Well, I won't stand for it. People like him are the ones that should be reported to Corpse Girl's website. I love to target victims like that. I change direction and take up a running pace. The cool air against my face is kind of nice now that my body's warming up a little. Thankfully, there's hardly anyone around this time of night, so I don't feel particularly embarrassed by running in public. I'm not a terribly fit person, so it isn't long before I feel out of breath. I come to a stop at the end of the street, having clenching my chest. Phew, huh? I'm okay. Deep breath. After taking a moment to collect myself, I start back up. Walking briskly this time, I can see the maid cafe's illuminated sign ahead of me. I approach the street and reach the neon board. Chate de Cristal, walking home master. Drinks from just 400 yen. Table charges 500 yen per person. Up until 10 p.m. every night. I pass the sign and reach for the door handle, just as somebody hurriedly throws the door open and emerges. Ah, Noriko? Oh, I told you I'd be here. I'm really glad to see you. Oi gives me a brief wave. She bridges nervously and straightens the ruffles in her dress. I can't believe you have to wear this ridiculous outfit. Yeah, but the costume isn't the worst part of the job. I know. Listen, is your manager still here? Oi hesitates and shakes her head sadly. You just missed him. There's only a few girls inside closing up. Damn it, I really wanted to give him a piece of my mind. There you go, it's fine. I can continue working here. It's not so bad. You Lou, don't even pretend it's okay. The place is torturing you. You have that customer that always gropes you, and now your manager is controlling you? I won't stand for it, and you shouldn't either. But what can I do? I'm honestly stumping up by the question. In all my hastiness to get here, I never even thought through a plan for a way. Uh, mm, ah, the heartbroken expression on her face. I just want to grab her, hug her, tell her everything's gonna be okay. So why can't I? Oi? Hmm? I know you don't feel like it, but you're the strongest girl I know. All the crap you've dealt with over the years, all the crap you're still dealing with. You're brave whether you know it or not. My issues pale in comparison to yours, but you still get up each and every day and do your best. I'm proud of you, and I want to make things easier for you. Come work with me at Tomotion. Just leave this place behind. Forget all about it. Noriko. You're my best friend. You always will be. Even if we can't be anything more than that, I'm happy just having you in my life. I'd do anything for you, Oi. I hope you realize that. Of course. I know. Thank you, Noriko. Let's get out of here. It's really late. Come back to my place. You know I can't. Well, my things are at home, and I need to check everything first. Otherwise, I not calmly. Understand? I can't push her too much. Don't worry, I get it. And the thing is, I can't just run away from this place. That stalking customer, he knows where I live, and well, if I keep showing up to work, he said he'll visit me at home. Why don't you go to the place? I can't do that. Without warning, I burst into tears just as rain begins to spill out from the clouds. I can't get him in trouble. I just can't. He's Oi. What is he? He's family. A gust of wind blows down the narrow street, causing my hair to whip wildly in my face. I brush, uh, I brush it out of my eyes and mouth, only to see Oi standing still, her head down. Stalker? He's family? I could never bring myself to tell you, but surely you must have wondered why I put up with it for so long. I don't know what to say. I'm stunned. You're putting up with it because you don't want him arrested? Yes, if he goes to prison, the rest of my family will disown me. Then I'll truly have no one. You have me. You know what I mean? I'm just going to go home for tonight. Thanks for coming out to see me, Noriko. Wei turns on her heel and strolls away, the click-clack of her shoes against the wet pavement echoing through the street. Oi! She doesn't hear me breathe her name as she disappears into the darkness. That poor girl. There has to be something I can do. First, first decision! Ah! I can't let her go. I can't let her just walk away and sad and helpless as she is. My legs lurch forward of her own violation, propelling my body through the rain-soaked street. Oi, oi, come back! I shout echoes in the night, my weightless words falling through the air like the very rain that patters against my face. Oi's silhouette is just out of reach. If only my weak body could pick up its pace, I might be able to reach her before she fades away. Stop! Stop! Her unexpected comment fulfills its purpose. I held my shoes, skidding along the wet ground. Always closer than I expected her to be. Perhaps due to some trick of the light and rain, she seemingly seemed farther away to my tired eyes. Why, please, let me help you. There's nothing to be done. Why can't you take a hint? You just never give up, do you? You just want to smother me. You don't trust me to handle things on my own. That's not it. I just care for you so much. I know that. You think you haven't made that clear in the past? Really, have I ever seen Oi this angry? She's well past the point of being simply upset now. She's truly furious. Have I overstepped a boundary? You're not my guardian angel, or my savior, or whatever. This is my life, Noriko. It's not your sick fantasy where you swoop in and act like my knight in shining armor. I... Shut up! Just shut up! You always take one step too far. Okay, wait, this is overreacting. All she wants is to help you, and she'll just say like, oh, I have to do it myself, kind of schmeal. That's pretty mean, to be honest. Just leave me alone. I can't get another word in before she vanishes into the night. I reach a hand out into the darkness like some foolish attempt to stop her, but it was pointless. She made her thoughts perfectly clear. She doesn't need or want my help. Even if she cares for me, she doesn't love me the same way I love her. I don't think she ever will. And I sigh and look up at the thick cloud of clouds above. The rain continues to fall. May 31, Sunday afternoon. Today drags on and on. Since I don't work weekends, I never really know what to do with myself during my free time. The library yesterday was nice, but I don't want to hang out there again today. So far I've spent the day simply reading at home and brewing the occasional cup of tea to stave my hunger. Hunger! I kept checking my phone, but Oi hasn't replied to any of my texts. Even when I call, she lets it go to voicemail. I don't even have any new requests to attend to. I was hoping I would get at least one this weekend to help occupy my time. To take a break from reading Strange Flower, I decided to browse through noise and see what's happening in my social circle. Though I'm not close to any of the people I'm connected to, save for Oi, reading through their posts always lifts my mood. Rather annoyingly, the first post I come across is from Tomoe. Tomomo, 9 minutes ago. Baby tripping if they think they gonna steal my man. We thick as thieves. What? I'm getting lucky tonight, XX. The garbled post is accompanied by a photo of her and Shinya getting cozy together. She looks more than a little nervous. I would be willing to bet that Tomoe is the first girl he's ever snuggled like this. I can't quite figure out why she's so interested in him, or why he's into her for what that matter. At first I thought Tommy was just trying to bug me, to annoy me by pursuing someone she thought I wanted. But surely this is taking it too far, right? Haven't I made it clear that I just don't care? As for Shinya, maybe that boy really is into the blow-up doll look. I guess I understand him less than I originally thought. I noticed that I've been frowning while looking at Tomoe's post, so I decided to slam my finger down the thumbs down button. A little text box below the post now reads, Noriko Kurosawa selected this. My frown breaks and I smirk. I feel somewhat satisfying to publicly dislike Tomoe's posts. I can imagine Tomoe's face going tomato red when she reads the notification. With a little giggle, I scroll past the post and keep browsing my feed. As expected, it doesn't take long to find a post from Shinya himself. He's out of character. It's out of character for him, but he's actually not posting about Colonel Craig's detective work for once. I never believed in love until I met her. She swept me off my feet and showed me how to become a better man. She makes me want to be the best person I can be. My heart goes out to my darling Tomoe, 2 days together and counting. I looked forward to every day because of you. Thank you. I inventarily gay continue scrolling. Nothing else in my newsfeed really compares to those last posts. My sister wrote something about her sucky job, and a few coworkers posted about how grief-stricken they were about Akane Surumaki passing away unexpectedly. Akane Tsurumaki, followed closely by Ichi Hanada, and long before them both Rory Hatano, the one who started it all. 3 strangers, 3 people dead, all because of Corpse Girl. People wanted them dead, and because of that, I also wanted them dead. I won't forget their names when Corpse Girl rises above the muck and filth in this world and become truly famous. I'll share a toast to their memories. Until then, I need to charge forward. I need new targets, new victims to launch Corpse Girl's name into the stars. If Corpse Girl's website becomes more than an urban legend... Oh, hello, I'm Wig. What's up? Oh! Okay. Hello, newbie. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Right now, you see me as a cat now. I'm good, tired, and that's good to hear. Also, Jade's turned me into a cat, so now I'm a cat now, as you can see. And we're just reading. Yeah, she turned me into a cat, so now I'm a cat for today. Oh yeah, if I do such a like, wait, what was it? Like, I'm tiny! Woo! Oh! I become tiny if I do certain things. Like this, I am tiny! And this, I'm big. Yeah? Okay, that made me dizzy. Well, I'm gonna continue reading. If Corpse Girl's website becomes more than an urban legend, more than a rumor whispered of in the shadows, then... No, I need to take it slow. I can't get too far ahead of myself. I still need to put in a lot of work before I can attain my goal. But the only way I can move forward is if my requests come through the website. There has to be a way to promote the site. Flashy advertising is out of the question. I don't want the site looking like a gimmick people can visit simply to pass the time. I need a word of mouth testimonials. So far the site has claimed 3 victims. I need the original requesters to spread the word about how effective the website really is. Yes, that would be perfect, but I obviously can't get in touch with them now. They remain anonymous when they request a death. No one would willingly put in their contact details when doing something so shady anyway. Sigh scratched my head, thinking about it like this won't do me any good. Maybe I should come back to it later. I searched for my laptop, sitting on the couch next to me. Maybe I'll take just one more look from your requests. You never know, right? I'll look into the administration panel of Corpse Girl's website and check for notifications. 1 new request. Yes! Wait, I shouldn't be excited. Oh. I've been talking like 1 hour. Request details. Today, 3:31 p.m. local time. Victor's phone. Redacted. Downloading image attachment. Wait, 3:31 p.m.? That was submitted just a few minutes ago. What are the chances of a check that incoming request so soon after receiving a new one? My heart begins to race as the attached photo downloads to my computer. I'm excited about the prospect of working on a new request for the rest of the evening. Who will be the poor sucker to succumb to Corpse Girl's whims? Will another beautiful corpse be left in my wake? My heart skips a beat and my hands instantly turn cold. What the hell? A photo of myself appears on the screen. It's the very same image used for my company ID tag. I'm not smiling in the photo or in real life. Is this some kind of joke? Somebody has requested my death. Somebody has requested my death. Somebody wants me dead. I can't believe it. It finally happened. I know exactly who requested my death. Tomoe. That stupid vapid bee. Tomoe's wanted me. Wanna be the one person who hates me more than I hate myself. Of course she's the one who uploaded my photo. Of course she wants Corpus Girl to take care of me. She's been looking for somebody to test out the website on. Her noise post from the start of the week confirms that. And she has been getting crazily obsessed to torment me lately. I'm willing to bet that when I disliked her latest post, I finally triggered her to request my death. Tomoe, you brainless whore. I am Corpse Girl. I'm a fit of maniac laughter. I set to work dismembering my photo. I'm going to make my corpse look so realistic that she'll think she really succeeded in getting me killed. And then when her guard is down... June 1, Monday morning. No signs of Joy yet. I wonder if she got called up. It's not exactly professional to be late on your first day of work. I grind my teeth and hope that Junya can't sense my anxiety. She'll be here. I don't believe the bitter words that tumble out of my mouth. I send another message to Joy's seemingly abandoned phone, not really expecting a reply. Actually, she's not the only one absent. Tomoe isn't here either. She doesn't need to tell me that. I've been watching her desk like a hawk ever since I came in this morning. There's a small surprise waiting for her in her top desk drawer, courtesy of yours truly. I've been eagerly anticipating her arrival for an hour now. We had a late night last night, so I wonder if she woke up in time. I took something foul in my mouth. I don't really need Junya's recap of his night with Tomoe. Don't you have work too? Ah, of course, I need to. She vocalized thoughts trail off as he wanders away. I return my focus on the keyboard in front of me as I type letters across my screen seemingly slower than usual. No, Tomoe, the static drone of my office environment is just as loud as ever, but without those two here, something feels off. I shouldn't be missing her first day of work. Say what you want about Tomoe. At the very least, she's punctual. For her to be this late is very unusual. Kurosawa, a word if you please. A soft but sharp voice snaps me out of my thoughts. I look up to find a middle-aged woman standing over me, one hand beckoning in an intimidating fashion. Katomi Ida, an executive who oversees a lot of juniors on this floor. I dealt with her a few times a week. She's a serious and critical person, but I've seen a warmer side of her when she chats with colleagues of her own level. Miss Ida, did you need something? Please, come with... Please. No, wrong boys. Please, come with me. I reluctantly rise from my chair and follow her through the office. She leads me to one of the glass-screened cubicles that line one wall of the office, special spaces reserved for meetings and temporary workstations. Take a seat. I followed her instructions, sitting down on one of the bright and colorful plastic chairs that filled the small enclosure. I knew the employee was supposed to start work today, so Toa, an acquaintance of yours, if I'm not mistaken. That's right, I've been trying to get in contact with her. I see you understood it doesn't reflect well on Sato's character if she can't arrive on time for her first day of work, correct? As I understand. Believe me, it's very out of ordinary for her to do something like this. I'm sure. Fujikawa's recommended Sato for the job based on your personal request. You to be aware that since Fujikawa holds rank over you, he is one who will be reprimanded for hiring an unsuitable employee. I wouldn't go so far as to say that he will be punished, rather. His recommendation will be denied for the foreseeable future. And any attempt he makes to climb the ladder, so to speak, will be vehemently refused by another executives. Isn't that a bit extreme? All because of one temp employee that didn't show up for work? That's the way these these good things go. I've seen it dozens of times. The reason I'm telling you this is because you should feel some sort of responsibility to apologize to Fujikawa. I had no idea, honestly. Enough, this isn't an open discussion. Apologize to Fujikawa and see if he will find it in his heart to forgive you. And please, advise him to seek employment elsewhere. I don't foresee his career with thus flourishing anytime soon. That's all. Kotomi abruptly exits the cubicle and leaves me alone, sitting in a stupid-looking green plastic chair. I take some time to compose my thoughts before also walking out. I don't know what to say to Shinya. I don't know if I should say anything. Surely Kotomi is being a bit extreme in effectively halting Shinya's career at Temujin. It is all because I recommend Oi for the job. I feel like an idiot, but how was I to know that Oi would prove unreliable? And still, it's far too extreme. Kotomi is out of line. Something else is at play here. I can feel it. Maybe Kotomi wants Shinya gone for her own reasons, but I can't imagine why. He's a junior employee, and he's not exactly the type to step on someone's toes and make enemies. That is true. I turned to my desk, in a bit of a huff and slump in my swivel chair. My eyes fall on an empty can of coffee next to the computer screen, and I begin to wish I purchased more than this morning. Glancing over the top of the screen, I can see Tomoe still hasn't arrived. Maybe I'll have to wait until tomorrow for her to find the gift I left for her. I'm sure she'll love it. Okay. What? Okay. I go into the menu. Let's save the progress. And I'm gonna end it here. Oh! Ah! I didn't notice that was there. Let's close it. Well, anyways. Oh, this is quite a weird position for me. Ooh, let's become bigger. I am big cat now. Well, anyways, this is the end of the stream. I'm gonna go see who's live so I can raid. I decided to end it early anyway, so. Ooh. Let's, raid Stouts Tuber. Underscore Tuber. Okay. Have fun, everyone. Bye bye.